choked on their chance to close the gap on Chelsea to just 1 point.
I thought you'd get that in early, Woodsy.
Yes,
yeah, let's crack on with the show because we have got a great show lined up for you. First up is a man that had over 300 caps for Spurs. He was a one-club man. He's former Tottenham defender and England international. It's Ledley King.
He is an actor, a comedian, a writer, the star of Murder in Successful, and a very, very happy West Ham fan, Tom Davis. Follow me over here because we've got something for you guys at home to get involved in as well. If you fancy yourselves on your Photoshop challenges, have a look at this image. This is Gareth Bale. We want you to get your best Photoshops into us. If you want the image, go to @SoccerAM and pick it up, and we will pick our favourite ones later. Not only that, we've got a cross with Jeff Shreves and Alan Smith. And also, to cheer you Spurs fans up, we've got a little bit something special. It's top 5 Dele Alli. Dele Alli and dire moments for you guys. Smithy.
Thank you, Woodsy. Now, as we have mentioned, Spurs, devastated to say, did lose the game 1-0. These were the scenes at full time. I mean, pictures speak 1,000 words. Look how devastated Poch looks there, having to walk about a mile to find the other manager because so far away from the pitch. Harry Kane. Look at Eriksen here. He looks absolutely devastated. Ledley, I suppose, obvious first question, is the title race over for Tottenham now?
Yeah, I think you would have to say so now. Yeah, I mean, even if Chelsea were to lose, I just think there's three games left, and still 4 points to catch them. I think it's too difficult now.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that. I can see Tom's smile there. We'll come to you, Tom. Lanzini, the goal scorer, he was the man that you picked out before the game. Good goal. But you seemed, I was watching it with you, you seemed as surprised as anyone that West Ham won. And you're a West Ham fan.
I was absolutely shocked. But to be Bilic is to give him his due. He called that today. Though we were amazing at the back. You know, and it's a frustrating thing as a football fan that you can't do that week in, week out. But, you know, it's a pretty good feeling, I'm not going to lie. It's a good picture of Led as the goal went in. I actually, generally, I took the picture and then I just looked at Led's eyes and I thought, you know, as a man who was quite saintly in his career, he looked like he was about to knock my head off.
Tom, you didn't feel guilty enough not to send it to us and to us to have it in this wall.
There it is.
There it is. He's absolutely not impressed at all.
You don't know what happened after that, though.
I've had to change clothes.
Tom, for you, I mean, this is a big moment for West Ham because you've saved yourselves from relegation.
Yeah, I mean, I think as well, and beating Spurs is always a nice taste to have, especially when you're sitting next to a Spurs legend. No, it's great. It's a great feeling to... and we needed it as a club, and that stadium needed it to get a result like that, to be fair. Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
Ledley, you did say earlier on in our show that for games like this, for London derbies, it all goes out the window. Stats mean nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it showed, you know, the West Ham performance today was, you know, I thought they defended really well. You know, even when they scored, I still thought Tottenham were going to come back and win the game. But to be fair, West Ham did defend well, and once you scored the goal, I don't think we really tested the keeper too many times after that.
We were saying that as well, weren't we? Spurs, like ex-player and fans, that even Spurs always score.
Yeah.
Even when we went 1-0 down, we always fancied at least a goal, but to not score at all was quite uncharacteristic of this Spurs team, wasn't it?
It is, you know, and that shows how strong the team is and how well they've done at the moment. You know, when you expect them to come back even from 1-0 down. You know, previous Spurs teams in the past, you wouldn't expect that from them, but this lot you do. So it shows how strong this team is, but you know, there's still work to be done.
Ledley, it's a team that's going to grow, isn't it? We looked at them last year. They're so young. They've got such a great leader in Pochettino. And this is what Tom was saying, you know, that he wishes that West Ham would give their young players a chance. And this is what they get at Spurs, isn't it? It's not the end of it.
Yeah, it's been, you know, in the tradition for years that, you know, we love to especially give homegrown players a chance. And, you know, we see that with people like Harry. Danny Rose has been at the club from a young age as well. Yeah, it's what the fans relate to, and you know, not just that, but we buy a lot of English talent as well. So, you know, the club's in great hands at the moment, as you say, a young manager and a young squad moving in the right direction.
It leads us on perfectly to our next feature, just to cheer you guys up, you Spurs fans and any Spurs fans watching and in the pub. We have our top 5 bromance moments between Dele Alli and Eric Dyer. Here it is.
Thanks guys, Joe here again, and today I'm running down 5 of the best and funniest Dele and Dyer moments from the pair's brilliantly bonkers bromance. Who the hell is writing that alliteration? 5. Basketball gate. The lads obviously have plenty of chat on and off the football pitch, but this very first clip came from a different sport. I mean, what is this handball net throwing game? I mean, it's clearly basketball.
Still coming up, now strong.
As you can see, Dele claims to have destroyed Big Eric, and some fans even called him the Kobe Bryant of football. But anyway, Dyer was having none of it, posting some footage that showed a very different story.
Nice.
For the boxing. Now, as we've all seen, Anthony Joshua is brushing everyone in front of him aside. But he must be, honestly, he must be so nervous about his rumoured next opponent. That's right, Dele Alli turned promoter this year and threw Eric, the Destroyer, Dyer's name into the hat after this video of him showing how true boxers train. Dele even showed AJ what the ring walk could look like. Wow, Eric, those moves are slick.
And again.
3. The social media mess. Don't be fooled though, guys, it's not always Dele destroying Dyer. Sometimes Eric hits back. Take for example this golden payback tweet. I mean, that voice, Dele. Really?
In 77 and 69, revolution was in the air.
It doesn't stop there though. Even this birthday post looked innocent enough. That was until you swiped left. 2. The interview. Now, most of the time, this relationship is clearly a friendship. However, on occasion, you would be forgiven for thinking the pair were enemies. Sort of. Take, for instance, the time Dele Alli gate-crashed Eric Dyer's Spurs TV interview.
Hey, where's the actual interview? Where's...
Me? Are you not happy with me being here?
No.
Would you like to have a moment's break? Obviously, you got nutmegged for the goal and just wanted to see if you've learned anything about this. I'm off.
1. Say your name. Now, clearly, it's a risk to interview both of these jokers at the same time. And as any good interviewer will tell you, it's always best to get the player to introduce the segment first. Well, that is, unless you've got Big Eric Dyer and Dele Alli in the hot seat.
Hi, I'm Eric Dyer. Hi, I'm Eric Dyer.
Why do you say that as well?
Hi.
Jesus, Eric, come on, mate. Dele, lead us off.
Hi, I'm Dele Alli. Hi, I'm Dele Alli.
Oh, I had it.
No, that was the last time.
Thanks for watching, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks very much, Joe. And we'll be hearing Joe later on in the show. He crosses live to Jeff Streets and Alan Smith. Now, Tom, you're famous for murdering successful, solving mysteries in that programme. So we want to test your mystery-solving skills to do with West Ham as we play What is Danny Dyer Talking About? He got a mixed reaction in the pub, but we're going to carry on. Right. We've got a Sky Sports interview that Danny Dyer did, West Ham fan, of course. He is talking about West Ham-related things. Okay. All you have to do is tell us what or who he is specifically talking about. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I'm not sure how much of Danny I'll understand.
Cue the music. Oh, I see.
That's a good tune, isn't it?
Right, it is a good tune. Can we have a look at the first one, please? Over to you, Danny.
Only job in the world where you can do the worst job possible and get a £2 million payoff, or whatever it was.
Oh, I know.
Look, sorry, you was rubbish. Here's £2 million, see you later. What other job would you get that?
Here's £2 million, see you later. Who is he talking about?
Avram Grant.
Thoughts on Avram Grant?
An absolute prick.
Okay, well... Hold on, I would like to apologise.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to apologise to anyone that was offended by that. That is Tom's viewpoint.
Sorry, Avram.
Not ours.
But I always think that if you went onto The Apprentice and Karen Brady had a go at you, you turn around and say, you hired Avram Grant.
Well, we don't know if it's right yet. Let's see if you are correct.
Yeah, there we go.
It is. I mean, lovely excitement. We've got music, graphics, everything. Brilliant. Right, let's have a look at the next one. Danny, over to you.
I think he was a nutty one. I lived in a caravan or something, come over. Yeah, useless.
He was a nutty one who was useless. Oh! It's a good guess to see if he's right. It is Marco Boogers. I love how no one in the pub reacted. It's almost like no one knows who he is. So talk about his haircut there. What is going on there?
He played half a game and got sent off against United.
Okay.
In his debut, and he went and lived in a caravan in Rotterdam.
Need to stick, Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
2 out of 2, Tom. Let's have a look at the next one, Danny.
It's crazy these injuries he has. He's built like a racehorse, a geezer, but yet he pulls up with some sort of mad ballet injury. What ballet people get, I don't understand. It's a very strange thing what happened there, but you know, what he does, no one else can really do.
Oh, who's that? Good player, but gets ballet injuries. Who's he referring to? Need to use the mic. Need to use the mic.
I'm guessing for a second.
Go on.
Who? Carroll. Yeah, Andy Carroll. There we go.
Well, we don't know. Right. Let's see if he's right.
He's right. Thank you. You've got a beer coming your way.
It is Andy Carroll. He's on a roll. Tom, you are on a roll. Right. Let's have a look at the next one. We're on a roll. Yeah. Next one.
I remember him back in the day, and he used to just flick his hair about, and you know, he was a bit lumpy, but he obviously had the potential, and of course he left us for Chelsea, and you know, and look at the player he's become, and what a servant for that club.
Now I can't work out if he likes or dislikes his player. Who's he talking about?
Frank Lampard.
Let's see if you are right. Is it Frank Lampard?
Yeah.
It is Frank Lampard. Tom, 4 marks, 4 out of 4.
I feel very proud. It's been a great day.
You enjoy that?
Yeah. Danny Dyer and Tom Davis. We've all come out winning, and this fella here.
Not a great day for me, but that was good. Thank you very much, Tom. Woodsy, over to you.
Thank you. Right, time for a quick break, but loads more still to come, including a live cross from the London Stadium with Jeff Shreves and Alan Smith. And also, Ledley King will be explaining what this photo is all about, and also what on earth they're looking at. We'll see you in a mo.
What's the value of a machine if it doesn't connect us?
Not a single moment goes by when I cannot immerse myself entirely in sport. I can shout and scream in 100 different stadiums, all at the same time. I am a member of the world's favourite online sports betting company, and I gamble responsibly at Bet365.
Get £20 cash back on
Getting off the bar, we are joined by Spurs legend Ledley King and actor, comedian and all-round great guy Tom Davis.
And before the break, Wizzy, we gave you the chance to get creative with this image of Gareth Bale playing against West Ham. How Spurs could have done with him tonight. And we've got loads in, didn't we?
We did, we got loads in. We picked our favourite ones, and here they are. That. Right, I am now joined by Mr. Ledley King. All right, that'll do. Thank you very much. Now, last week we did do this segment with Danny Mills, and we called it Stills with Mills, where we went through his career with a series of images. However, Ledley King doesn't really go with any photographic names, so we're just going to go through it. Is that okay?
It's fine, yeah.
Excellent. Right, so we've got a series of images. Like I said, this is the first one.
Yep.
What I want to know, we showed this to the fans before the break. Right, just tell me what this scene is, where are you at the moment, and why are you with these two legends?
I haven't got a clue what we're doing.
This is going well already, isn't it?
Maybe I don't even know where we are, but maybe we're trying to look posh, sipping coffee and looking into the distance. I don't know.
It's under-21s camp ahead of the Euros.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Frank Lampard at the age of 21. How special it was playing with him at that stage of both of your careers. How exciting it was.
Yeah, it was great for me. I think I was 18 at the time,
God.
and I think I was quite young in the under-21 squad, and it was great to be playing with people like Frank. He'd already played many Premiership games, and he was someone to look up to in the squad. But he's also such a top guy, and he's gone on to have a fantastic career.
Yeah, absolutely, and so did you as well. Now let's move on to the next image, keeping with the theme of England. You with Mr. Fabio Capello there. Do you remember what this one's about?
Yeah, that was.
That was March 2008.
Yeah,
that was. A surprise call-up.
It wasn't really a surprise for me because I'd had a big operation, and I never felt confident enough in my body to go with England or go to the England squad. They kept asking me to go, and I kept saying I don't feel quite ready, and they called me up, and this time they not forced me, but they.
That's in 2010.
Yeah, no.
Get the line up there.
Yeah, it's a great team. Again, the World Cup 2010. Didn't go too well, but some great players in there. Obviously, Gerrard, Rooney, Lampard, Ashley Cole, Terry. Great team. We should have done a lot better.
You should have. Now, this last still here is from your last game for Spurs, and it was at Loftus Road against QPR. What I want to know, though, is how difficult it is as a professional to decide that this is the end of your career and to make that decision.
At the time, I didn't know it was my last game because there was still maybe 2 or 3 games left of the season. It just happened to end up being my last game. So, at the time, I didn't know. We lost the game 1-0. But, at the time, I thought that I might go on and play. I wasn't sure. I made the decision at the end of the season. So, it would have been nice to have finished off playing at home, which I didn't get a chance to really do. So, my last game ended up being at QPR, which we lost, which was unfortunate. But
it seems like a really dour moment to end this chat on, but we are going to be catching up with you later on, and it will be a much happier occasion. You're still a legend, the pub still loves you. Right, we are now going to cross live to the London Stadium, where Joe from Football Daily is catching up with Jeff Shreves and Alan Smith. Here he is.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined by Alan Smith and Jeff Shreves. Jeff, you've just spoken to Mauricio Pochettino. How did he seem after the game? Title gone?
To say he's flat is understatement,
Really?
which is understandable, because mathematically it's not done. But he knows that Chelsea could well be champions before Tottenham kick another ball. They win against Middlesbrough and then West Brom next Friday. It's all over and it's done. So straight after the game, Joe, that's when they're going to be at their lowest. So he was pretty down.
Alan, what did you think of the game? Obviously quite a tight affair, West Ham just nicking it.
Well, it's the beauty of football.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the respective form from the two sides, the derby forms. I mean, Tottenham's have got the best one. West Ham have got the worst, and you think, well, there's only one winner here. But what a magnificent team performance from West Ham it was, from back to front. I mean, those lads at the back three were magnificent once again, and everybody put a shift in, and they found a finishing touch in the way that they haven't been able to actually the last couple of weeks. But it was thoroughly deserved against a Tottenham team that never really got going, and that's why Pochettino would be so disappointed. They'd never hit the heights that they have been doing most of the season.
Yeah, like you said, obviously Slaven Bilic must have been a very, very happy bunny, Jeff.
Well, he hides it well. You're not Slaven's like that low, gravelly voice. No, of course he couldn't hide it. I mean, Joe, the mad thing is, they're up to 9th. It's crazy. They're talking about potentially getting into relegation trouble. They're up to 9th. I think he was so chuffed with his team performance tonight, right from the goalkeeper, the back three or back five at times, the bank in front of them. Jonathan Calleri, I mean, he's no crowd favourite here. Smudge, you've played that lone striker role. How well did he do tonight?
Well, he did. I mean, in all fairness, he's probably a little short on quality for this level, but, I mean, the least you should give is 100% effort, and the West Ham fans recognise that. When he came off, he put such a shift in and never gave those defenders a minute's rest. I mean, for Tongan, I've rarely seen him so uncomfortable. He's put under such pressure. So that'll do him a lot of good, Calleri, and hopefully, you know, he can kick on. You never know next season. But this is the line. This is the standard that they've got to kick on into the next season now. And the atmosphere within the stadium was brilliant. By far the best game here, I think, for West Ham this season, and it's the benchmark.
I think you've got to give two lots of credit to both camps tonight. First of all, as you said, moving stadium, all sorts of injury problems, massive. And it's not just moved to another football stadium. The transformation of the stand, it's been massive for West Ham to leave the fortress at Upton Park. So if they finish up mid-tablish, that is a brilliant season. And nobody would question Slaven Bilic's job had they said that at the start of the season. Secondly, I'm not buying for anybody who says that Tottenham have bottled it. I don't buy that one iota. Chelsea have been magnificent. They've chased them all the way. I mean, they've broken virtually every record, Spurs record, Premier League this season.
Tottenham 9 wins on the bounce for this game.
Exactly. So, you know, they have given it an absolute... I mean, they're better than they were last season. They've given it a really, really good go. He's building something special there, isn't he?
Well, he is building. I mean, it's not going to be so easy next season at Wembley, or at least we don't think it will be. He's got a great thing going here, and the important thing is to try and find some solid silverware at the end of it, because, you know, will Kyle Walker be here next season? I would say maybe not. You know, and there's a question of, will Tottenham pay the going rate for their players? In terms of salaries, so there's some challenges, but I think Pochettino is a manager that players want to play for. He's got that 100%. Charisma. He's a wonderful man manager as well as coach, and he's able to attract. It'd be interesting who he can bring into the club if he wants to bring many in. There's not many weaknesses in this Tottenham side, although they've come up short. So. You would, if you're a Tottenham fan, you'd like to think there were very good times ahead.
You would indeed. That's all we've got time for, sadly. Thanks very much, Alan and Jeff, for joining me. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks very much, Joe. Right, it is time now for everyone's favourite part of the show. It's the emoji quiz. Everyone is loving this game. It is very simple. Behind each card is a footballer. They are all ex or current West Ham or Tottenham players, represented by a series of emojis or images. All you guys have to do is guess who the player is, shout out who you think for comedy value. You are going against each other. The person with the highest number of players wins the game. It's that simple. As an example, who is that? Paul, yes? Gas?
Yes.
That's fine. There we go. Right. No help from the studio audience, please. No help from the studio audience. Right.
I'm not a rabbit called the headlights.
No help from the studio audience. Tom versus Ledley. First one, who is that?
Rose. Danny Rose.
Danny Rose, yes! Off the mark, 1-0 Tom. Who is that?
Foot, knee, bed, E.
It's knee. Not foot, knee, ready, never played for Tottenham. It's that. What is that? Tony
Cotty.
Tony Cotty, yes.
Oh, it's older than you. I thought it was present one.
You, yes. Listen to the rules. Right, who is that? 1-1 currently.
Lou
Hart family. Lou Hart kid.
Lou Hart son.
What is that? If that's a daughter, that is a
Son?
Yes, Son.
No, what's his name? Son, play for you lot.
No,
John Arson. John Arson.
John Arson.
Yes. How's that, John? How's that, John?
If you've got Hart and Son, put them together, you get Hart, and it's
Yeah,
amazing.
hold on,
Right,
a few
it's
years.
2-1. Next one, 2-1 to Tom. Next one, go, flip it round. Who is that?
Done again. Wait, Mike. Who?
Michael Dawson, yes! It is 2-2. Right, next one. Ledley, you should get this.
Teddy Sheringham.
Teddy Sheringham, yes! So that is 3-1. Tom, you have to get this to keep the game alive. No help from the audience. Who is that? What is that?
Carl.
Carlton
Cole.
Carlton Cole, which means it is 3-2.
Oh.
Who is that?
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker, yes!
Who's it?
Which means it is 3-0. We're missing one card. Is there one other card left? Have we not done one
Let's
other
just
card?
call it a win because West Ham won.
It's 3-0. We have. It's 3-0. We've only got that second card. So it is a draw. We'll end on a draw for a positive note.
We will end on a draw. I have to ask before we go, Tom, what's next for you? Obviously, motoring successful.
Motoring successful, then Paddington 2. 3 fires out at the moment. Yeah, loads of bits and bobs.
Excellent.
And a beer after this.
Obviously, you haven't lost faith in your team, Spurs, have you?
No, of course. You know, I think it's a strong young team. It's still a learning curve for them at the moment, and you know, it's always going to be tough after today. So, you know, the season's done now, and on to next season.
All right, boys. Thank you so much. You've been fantastic guests. Make sure you join us next week ahead of West Brom Chelsea. We'll have Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Yeah,
Akinfenwa. It's going to be a great show. Smithy and I will be there. Not so good. Anyway, we'll see you then. Thanks very much.
Enjoy Sky Sports Live. On all screens, on the go, and the best bits on demand.